guessing on the price is right.
Well, a model now gets to come on down and collect a big win. A former model of the iconic TV show, that is. Jurors awarding 41-year-old Brandy Cochran nearly $777,000 in a lawsuit against The Price is Right. Bet she thinks that price is right. Cochran says she was discriminated against by producers of the show because of her pregnancy. Show's production company promises to be, quote, fully vindicated on appeal. Anahita Sedaghatfar is a defense attorney who joins us now, and Deborah Blum is a trial attorney. Anahita, $777,000 for wrongful termination. Does that strike you as a little bit high, not to mention the next phase of the trial, punitive damages, which could be millions?
Yeah, Greg, I am all for women's rights in the workplace. In fact, during the past 10 years, I've represented numerous victims of employment discrimination. But you've got to remember, it is not illegal to terminate a pregnant woman. What is illegal is to terminate a woman because she is pregnant. And in this case, I think the employers made it very clear that that was not their intent, that they did not terminate her because of her pregnancy.
They simply said, we're very happy with the current 5 models that we have. We don't really want to evict one of them. But Deborah, one of the things that caught my attention here is the judge did not allow testimony from the company, the production company, that, hey, look, 40% of our models have been pregnant at one time or another, as circumstantial evidence that we don't discriminate based on pregnancy.
Yes, well, the attorneys for both sides partook in the arguments on whether or not that information should come in. The judge must have found that since in 2007, when this happened before with the same woman, when she was pregnant, when the producers told her that a miscarriage was God's way of getting rid of a bad baby, that just must have been really persuasive to the judge and not allowed them to bring in other information. We don't know exactly what happened, but the judge had a reason for making his ruling.
Anahita, judicial error, reversible error?
Big time. The fact that the judge did not let in this crucial piece of evidence, Greg, 40% of their models have been pregnant at one time or another. I mean, that is a very, very strong argument to make on appeal, because you've got to remember, it's about the intent. Did they intend on discriminating against this model because of pregnancy?
Yeah, Deborah, isn't there a fine line? Look, there's a whole body of law. I was just reading a federal court of appeals decision which said, look, you can fire somebody because of their appearance. There's a fine line between firing somebody or not rehiring them because of their appearance and being pregnant.
I agree. There is a fine line. It's just here, based on what I've learned about this situation, they really said very nasty things to her and made it very clear that she was no longer considered a Barker's beauty because she was pregnant.
Yeah. Anahita, what about that?
Well, Greg, look, if you own a moving company, let's say, for example, and you hire someone to do heavy lifting, lift heavy boxes, and they injure their arm and they're unable to move those boxes, are you saying the employer has no right to terminate that employee? I think not. If that employee is unable to perform the job for which they were hired, the employer can terminate him.
But that's not a protected class under federal law, and gender discrimination is, and therein rests the difference. I guess we'll have to leave it at that, and I think they have a pretty good argument on appeal. We'll wait and see how that turns out. Deborah Blum, Anahita Sedaghatfar, good to see you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.